Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about traveling with grandfather zoo literature. Please take out your literature textbook, page number 60. Yeah, this is about a story how a family takes all their pets in train to their aunt's place. We're going to see how they travel in the train. The author of this lesson is Ruskin Bond. He is one of India's best known authors. He's written many of the books, stories, that is, Our Trees Still Grow in Dera, The Blue Umbrella, then The Rusty, The Boy from the Hills, and he is won Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Bhushan Award. Now, here it is about grandparents and a grandson who are traveling. Page number 61, all about shrinked Popeye, grandmother's pet parrot. So as I'm doing the lesson, you will have to make a note about the pets and their names, because in the lesson we're going to use their names. Popeye is a pet parrot of grandmother. As the family climbed aboard the Lucknow Express, we were moving for some months from Dehra to Lucknow. So here it shows that they are planning to stay for some time in Lucknow from Dehra. So grandmother's pet is the parrot, and the parrot's name is Popeye. Grandfather and I insist on bringing our pets too. So by this we know that the whole family has got their own pets. So a teenage tiger, grandfather's pet, and a small squirrel, mine. So grandmother's pet is a parrot, grandfather's pet is a tiger, and the squirrel's pet is the squirrel is a pet of grandson. But we thought it prudent to leave the python behind. So I don't know whose pet is a python. As we go, we will know. So altogether you have the parrot, the tiger, the squirrel, and a python. Prudent means it is acting in a cautious and a sensible way. So they are all traveling. Page number 62. In those days, trains in India were not so crowded, and it was possible to travel with variety of creatures. So nowadays they don't allow us to carry our pets and all over the train and all. So earlier they were allowing. Grandfather had decided to do things in style by traveling first class, so we had a 4-berth compartment of our own. So grandfather had booked a whole compartment so that their pets also are quite comfortable staying in that. So, and Timothy the tiger. So the tiger is the pet of grandfather. What is the name? Timothy. Had an entire berth to himself. Entire berth means there was sleeping place. If you have traveled in the train, you will know. Later, everyone agreed that Timothy behaved perfectly throughout the journey. Even the guard admitted that he could not have asked for a better passenger. No stealing from vendors, no shouting at coolies, no breaking of railway property, no spitting on the platform. See, Timothy behaved in such a perfect way throughout their journey. So they are telling that he behaved very well. He did not disturb any vendors. Vendors means people who are selling there. They keep selling some fruits or something, and he's not shouting at the coolies, not making them frightened. He did not break any railway property, and he did not spit on the platform. So all these things Timothy did not do. So all the same, the journey was not without incident, and before we reached Lucknow, there was excitement enough for us. So excitement again, eagerness. There was some eagerness. To begin with, Popeye. Popeye is again the parrot of grandmother's pet. To begin with, Popeye objected to vendors and other people poking their hands in through the windows. before the train had moved out of the Dehrad station, he had nipped 2 fingers and tweaked a ticket inspector's ears. See, this parrot did not sit quietly at all. What did he do? He nipped 2 fingers of someone, and the ticket inspector's ears he went and tweaked. He just went and twisted and pulled the inspector's ear. No sooner had the train started moving than Chips, my squirrel. Now the squirrel name is Chips. So the Popeye is the parrot name, Timothy is the tiger's name, and Chips is the squirrel's name. So please remember this. No sooner had the train started moving than Chips, my squirrel, emerged from my pocket to examine his surroundings. So poor thing, he was inside the grandson's pocket. He just came out to see the surroundings. Before I could stop him, he was out of the compartment's door, scurrying around the corridor. Before he could hold him, he went around the corridor. Chips discovered the train was the squirrel's paradise. Paradise means heaven. So Chips knew that it is his paradise, it was heaven. Almost all the passengers having bought large quantities of roasted peanuts before the train pulled out. So everyone, when we are all traveling to train, we also carry some eatables, right? The same way the passengers here also, they had carried some peanuts, and peanuts are very favorite of the squirrels. So he had no difficulty in making friends, and with both children and grown-ups. So all of them became the squirrel's friends, and they all gave him this roasted peanuts. And it was an hour before he returned to our compartment, his tummy almost bursting. So he went to most of the compartments, so all of them fed him with the roasted peanuts. I think I'll go to sleep, said Grandma, covering herself with a blanket and stretching out on the berth opposite Timothy's. It's been a tiring day. So by now you know who all are traveling and what all they are doing. So now Grandma is feeling tired. She told, I think I'll go to sleep. You do whatever you want. I've had a very tiring day, so I'm going to sleep. I think I'll go to sleep, said Grandma. Aren't you going to eat anything? Asked Grandfather. So Grandfather is worried and he asked, aren't you going to eat anything before you go to sleep? I'm not hungry. I had some soup before we left. You two help yourself from the tiffin basket. See, grandmother tells, I had soup and my stomach is full. So you both of you, grandfather and grandson, both of you help yourself with the tiffin basket. If you're hungry, you please take out something from the tiffin basket and eat. Grandmother dozed off, and even Popeye started nodding, lulled to sleep by the crackety clack of the wheels and the steady puffing of the steam engine. So grandmother and her pet went off to sleep as the engine kept on making sound and it moved further. So, well, I'm hungry, I said. What did Granny make for us? So now the grandson is hungry. So he's asking grandfather, what did Granny make for us? Sandwiches, boiled eggs, a roast chicken, gooseberry pie. It's all in the tiffin basket under your berth. So grandfather is telling a list of things what grandma had prepared. What are all those? Sandwiches, boiled eggs, a roast chicken, and gooseberry pie. Pie is a cake sort of a thing, children. Okay. So all these are there. My grandmother has prepared. It is there under your berth. I tugged at the last basket and dragged it into the center of my compartment. The traps were loosely tied. No sooner had I undone them than the lid flew open and I let out a gasp of surprise. So he told he's hungry. He pulled out the basket and he opened the basket and he was surprised to see something. What is that surprise? We will see it in the next class. Okay, children. Thank you.